Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in one of the most fun Tier 10 heavies in the game, the Tier 10 Italian auto-reloading heavy, the Rinoceronte. This vehicle is fantastic for multiple reasons. First of all, it's very mobile, reaching a top speed upwards of 40 kilometers per hour, 17 in reverse, and a very good power to weight ratio. You have solid levels of penetration, 280 on the standard, 362 on the heat, and the best part about it is 2,600 DPM with an auto-reloading gun that actually gains damage per minute as you shoot the clip. That is a very rare thing. Normally, in auto-reloaders, you lose DPM when shooting the clip. In fact, every single auto-reloader in Tier 10, apart from the Rhino now, loses DPM. The Kron does, the Progetto, and same for the Caro. But this tank gains damage per minute when dumping, which is nice. It's not a huge amount. It's only like 100-ish, 150 extra damage per minute. But it is still nice that you don't have to worry about eating into your shells. And when you pair that with 420 damage per shot, it's actually a lot of damage. That's 840 in just 3.3 seconds. You can see the great mobility here as well, chilling at around 37, 38 kilometers per hour, even uphill. It's pretty dang good, and it allows the Rhino to feel very, very nice when making your way into the front line. So we have the enemy 50B, and wow, we love Wargaming's RNG. I truly could not be blessed by the Wargaming gods anymore. Well, we're going to aim it on the mouse, and there you go. He did give me the ability to reload, and not able to get another shell into the mouse, but it's fine. We got an AP into his tank anyway. We're going to reload in just a few seconds. We'll see if we can get another one out. I still can't believe we bounced a 50B turret flat, bruh. That's so cringe. Well, we can see that the 50B is trying to make his way up. We have the 268. The question is, will that 268 support me? Well, I guess we're going to find out, right? VK90 gets shot, and we are going to slightly maneuver our way right over here. See if we can... Oh, we got the enemy Rhino. We do get a shell into the Rhino, but... didn't expect that Rhino to be there. Our VK90 is in a rather interesting predicament because it looks like he is going to be rushed. Let's see. The Rhino's probably going to poke the 268, which gives me the ability to shoot the rock. Oh well. Let's see. I'm going to try and help out. There you go. We actually do get a really nice shot into that 50B. And that gives our teammate a lot of support there. Let's see, the Rhino's going to poke, and he gets one shell. I'm going to aim it on the enemy Rhino myself. We get a shell out. He doesn't have the gun depression to hit me. And that's pretty good stuff. We're up to 1,600 damage. We've been able to support our 268. We found where the Yag is. How fun. Well, we get a nice shell into the lower plate of the Yag, and that lowers him a decent amount as well. Okay, well, now we're up to 2,000 damage. We're going to reload. And let's see if the enemy Rhino's over here. He is not. We do have the mouse. Bruh. That's a little bit Chris Kringler. Alright, we reload. Again, this tank has most effective DPM on single shots. There's really no advantage to reloading my clip. We're just gonna... Okay. Game. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but maybe, just maybe, could I get a little bit of good RNG today? Let's aim it on the rear of the mouse. There you go, 426. The mouse no longer has a damaged ammo rack, but not really something I'm going to worry too much about. The VK90 gets a shell into him, and we load a gold shell, getting the clearing shot right into his tank. And just like that, the enemy team only has 2 tanks left, and we are up to 2,700 damage. So realistically, all I need to do is push up right over here, get to the side of the Yag, and the Rhino, and we can get some free damage out. So there's the Yag, there's the Rhino. We get one shell into his tank for 440. Rhino bounces me. We get a second shell into his tank for 414. I'm going to... Oh my god, how do you bounce both shells, Rhino? That's pretty sad. But let's see if we can help out this VK90 at least a little bit. VK bounces the shot. I get a nice shell in myself. Ooh, and you know what? That Ram took off more than I expected it to. I don't know if we're going to out-reload the VK90 because we do have a bit longer of a reload. Well, I don't think our reload's longer, but it's more the fact the VK90 shot before us. But doesn't matter. We get a win. This was a very, very solid game to showcase the strengths of the Rinoceronte. We had a 4,100 damage victory. We blocked around 1,500. and in general just had a pretty solid result showcasing the capabilities of this vehicle's auto-reloader. Now you did notice the gun can be a bit derpy. I'm even running V-stabs on this tank to make it more accurate on the move, and yet we still missed quite a few shots, which really shouldn't have missed. That one on the mouse's upper plate was really goofy, and yeah, so the Rhino does have some downsides on its accuracy. Its base dispersion isn't anything fantastic. Its aiming time, while decent, isn't great, so if you try to snap shells, you will miss occasionally. But thankfully, with a double shotgun and no real consequence for missing shots, apart from the slight reload, it's really not that big of a deal, and it's why this tank does feel so nice. So here we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 almost heavies, basically, if you count the 268 version 4. We're going to start off by cutting through mid, and we are going to make our way right over to the base cap. And this is a great position for us to get an overlook on the enemy team. Now, I need to make sure that I do have at least a little bit of support from my team, which we will find out. But yeah, we're just going to head straight up on here, and now we're going to be able to use that good old acceleration to speed into the front. So let's see, hopefully this chieftain doesn't hog the whole position, because I want to use it myself as well. Let's aim it on the 100, there you go, 340 damage, we'll aim it on his lower plate, and bonk, nice, and the 100 misses, which is also pretty good. So that's 780 damage right into his tank. Sorry about the brief intermission there, had to blow my nose very quickly, but now that my nose has been blown, we get the clear on the E100, and we reload. Oh, we got a 183 on my side, and we also have the Conway in the back. I think it would be very nice if I could get a shell into that Conway, but looks like that player is not going to move, so I'm not going to worry about that. We are now going to start pushing towards the enemy FE2 and 5P183, and we're going to see if I can get some damage into the rear of his tank. So there's the 183, and we get a 435 damaging shot. We reload again, and yeah, you don't pen your HE shell. That sucks for you, buddy boy, because now you're dead. We reload, we got the T30 on the flank, and we also have the T57 heavy. Okay, well, I want to really... I wanted to move past the V4, but he was just in my way, which cost me 700 of my health, which really sucks when you actually think about it. But oh well, I'm going to ignore the 57 heavy, and I'm going to get one easy shot right into the T30 track wheel, and now we back up. And we reload in 5, 4... I mean, the reload on this tank is nothing incredible, but we can see that once I do get it out, we're able to get one shell into the T30, and we're going to reload one more, a second shell into the T30. So just like that, okay, V4, it's not that hard to let me back up, you goober. But we're up to 3,300 damage, which is pretty good. I mean, the Rhino is just such a flexible heavy, it really is. The damage output is great, the mobility is fantastic, its accuracy is pretty nice. I, in general, really like this tank, and I can tell you for a fact that you will too. The line to grind the tier 10 is fantastic, the Progetto 66 is great, the tier 8 is fantastic as well. This was a 3,300 damage, just easy farm. And what's great is that you don't really have to sacrifice anything in this vehicle. You have gun depression, you have decent accuracy, you have great armor on the turret, you have troll hull armor, and a gun that doesn't matter whether you shoot shell 1 or 2. It really is the most forgiving auto-reloader in tier 10. The Kron is definitely a better tank in most situations due to the turret armor and the fact that it literally has more effective DPM on single shot, but still, the Rhino is an incredibly strong vehicle if you know what you're doing and can easily get the job done. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this vehicle, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!